So the Bert Show is lucky enough to be on great radio stations all around the country, right? We got a whole bunch in the South. And for those of you in the South, you already know this. Now, there are others that know this also. Like, if you're listening in College Station, you're listening and you're a big Penn State fan, or if you're a Michigan fan, also, you guys understand this, that in the South, just like where you guys are at, football is life.
College football.
College football is life.
SEC, it just means more.
Man, people will rearrange their world around big games in big cities like Michigan, like Penn State, and in like Athens or in like Alabama. The South is just something a little bit different about it, right? So you should know better than to schedule certain events when you already know there are big football games going on that particular day. Some of you are rolling your eyes because you don't understand it. That's okay. Our intern Amelia gets it, and she don't care.
I don't care. Not one bit.
Cassie, you might want to grab a mic here, too, because this was your philosophy, but I think actually Amelia is more guilty than you were at your wedding.
Why? Because I don't really follow football, and I had no idea that there was a big game that day.
Yep, it was in Auburn. I can't say it today.
But it was really important to you. I can't pronounce it.
Well, I can say Georgia. It was a really old big game, and Cassie was very serious about nobody watching football at her game at her wedding.
At her game.
That's right. I am the QB. It is my play. I'm not paying for people to come and get glued to their phones. You want to check the score, it's one thing, but I'm not dishing out all that cash, and I gave everyone the out with no hard feelings. If you'd rather stay home and watch the game. And I truly, truly meant that.
That is BS. It's a close friend of yours said, no, you know what? Hey, thanks for the invite, but I'm a huge Georgia fan. Tell me you wouldn't have been offended if they said, I'm going to miss your wedding.
Let me tell you, when I saw that tab ticking up for my wedding, I was grateful for every RSVP no that I got.
And that is legit. Every time you get an RSVP no, you're like, cha-ching!
Yes, saving that money. Because it adds up really fast. That's why people are like, can I bring a guest? No, you cannot bring a guest. That is a lot of extra money.
Now, while you're an LSU fan, you're not so hardcore that you would reschedule your wedding based on their schedule.
No, my family's British. I'm British. My college didn't have a football team. Our joke is we're still undefeated because we've never played a game. So it's just not part of my world.
Our intern Amelia knows better, and I'm judging your fiance maybe more than I'm judging you.
Well, so he actually went to Georgia, but we're Gators. So
he's a Gator?
Yeah. My grandpa played for Florida, so our whole family is
I'm going to pull the
like
trigger on this.
Gators.
Will you do me a favor real quick? Grab your phone.
Make your leave.
Go grab your phone, please.
Do it. It's for your own safety.
Please.
You need to get out.
Grab your phone. Nope. Take the headphones off and walk out of the studio and call 1-855-BERT show because I can't look at you right now. Go ahead. No, I'm serious.
He's serious.
Yeah, we got a lot of things to talk about with you, and I want you on the air. I just can't look at you.
You're in the slapping radius. Go get Tommy to help you dial your phone.
Oh, thank God your friend Amy left.
No, she's a Florida State fan.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
She would hate the Gators.
Yeah, because we got a couple of levels here where she has, as a Georgia fan, offended me, and I love her to death, and I want to talk about this. I can't look her in the face right now.
I know. I get
You
it.
can see her straight through the glass into Tommy's studio.
No, I'm not even looking at her right now. So she'll call
She
me.
backed out.
So back out of the window. We don't want to look at you.
Get out the view.
Because
You can't stand there either.
No. You're too close.
look at you.
Get out.
You're too close.
Can't look at
we
you.
don't want to see you.
Take your disgustingness in the other room.
All right, intern Amelia, we can talk now. All right, so you're out of the studio and in the hall. So he went to Georgia, and you are marrying a Georgia grad that is a Florida fan?
Yes, very weird, but needless to say, he cares a lot about football.
So if you care so much about football, how is it possible your wedding date is the same day as the SEC Championship?
So I may have already known what wedding venue I wanted, so me and my friend and my family went without him, and we already booked it.
Hold on one second.
And I found out after.
Can you hold on one second? Tommy, I can't stand the sound of her voice. Will you put her on the voice disguiser? Oh, okay. One more time, Amelia. What were you saying?
Basically, I kind of picked the date on a whim, and I didn't really check.
Okay, but once he found out, then surely because as a Florida fan, he understands how important the SEC Championship, even though Florida has no chance of playing in that game this year. He certainly he certainly knows that it's a big game. So why didn't he back out at that point?
So I've pretty much just been randomly threatening him just when we're doing random things, like going to the grocery store, it'll pop into my head, and I will just all of a sudden be like, if you even think about checking your phone and ruining my wedding day. And so I think I've just scared him, so he's fine.
Okay, Amelia, it's not just your wedding day.
No, she said what she said. She said what she said.
You know, there's another person.
Should we be watching TV, like, on our day? No.
Well, how about this? Can he win? Because you know how you guys go your separate ways. The bridesmaids and the bride get ready, and the grooms and the groom and groomsmen get ready. And always, you have to take the bride and bridesmaids always have to start getting ready at like freaking 6 a.m. Where the guys can literally get ready 2 minutes before they have to be there. Are they allowed to have beverages and TVs to watch?
Yes, the only thing is that I am choosing to get married in the afternoon, right when the game starts.
Like your ceremony is happening at like kickoff or whatever the beginning is. I love it.
When it kicks off.
No, that's smarter because if his team loses, then he's going to be depressed on his wedding day going into it, and she's going to be walking down the aisle in all her glory, and he's going to be a mopey dope.
You're the worst.
Good point. Yeah, those tears will be not from our vows.
Now, here's the second layer of it. Go ahead and tell them about the bad mojo that you're trying to send out.
So, people listening, I am calling all people who are not Georgia fans to send all the bad vibes and the bad juju to Georgia.
That's better than drop kicking her. I was worried about her face for a second.
Bad reception. Bad reception.
She's so upset. Oh, no. He hung up on you. He's real upset with you.
There's so many layers.
If Florida's not in the championship game,
Which they won't be.
and if Georgia's not in the championship
Which
game,
they will be.
there's no horse in this race, and everybody can just enjoy the wedding.
Well, it's just really that I'm getting married right outside Athens. All of our festivities afterwards and our hotels are in Athens. So I do not want this to happen. I want Georgia to win. I don't want anyone to get hurt, but maybe if that's what it takes, then we should twist some ankles.
Turn her mic off. Turn her mic off.
I love her.
Matthew, good morning. You're part of the Bert Show.
Hey, good morning, guys. Thanks for having me on the show. I absolutely love you guys. Listen to you every single morning.
Thank you. Appreciate you being part of it. What's up?
Well, we scheduled our wedding this year on the day of the SEC Championship.
Dude, what is the matter with you? Are you a Georgia fan?
I am a Georgia fan. My fiance went to UGA. But, I think the thing is nowadays is, you kind of schedule the wedding around whether or not the venue's open.
Mm-hmm. Now, are you at least going to allow some cell phones? Are people going to be able to watch it at the reception?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm pretty sure that people are probably going to be watching it one way or the other.
Right.
I just don't understand why y'all can't DVR that mess and watch it a couple hours later.
No, you don't DVR
Why? You can't
sports.
DVR my wedding and you're going to be ignoring it,
not
paying
the
attention to some boys in tight pants. It's God's gift to women and some men.
That is literally what DVR is for.
No,
But with sports, with live sport, it's
That's
almost
right.
impossible to stay away from the score,
Yeah.
and it ultimately gets ruined before you can watch the
You
game.
know how you stay away from the score is you don't watch spoilers or go to Twitter or spoil it for yourself. So just stay off your phone and enjoy
impossible.
a wedding for like 2 hours and then ghost.
But if you're like us, people are always texting and they don't
Yeah.
know. So we get all kinds of texts from family members who are watching the game, and then they ultimately end up ruining it. So you have to if this is something that's super important, like obviously the wedding, and you want to preserve the game, you have to do a blanket statement to everybody, all of your friends, because we're texting with everybody during major games. My brother, my dad's girlfriend, my mom, Bart's friends, like everybody's doing texting together during the game.
Just a bunch of people wanting to spoil it for each other and talk smack.
No.
You're just excited.
You're
You're watching
excited.
it.
Did you see that play? Oh my God, CATS, cats. Like, you're just really into it.
You're just so caught up in it that you don't even remember.
I don't
Do not
understand.
disturb.
You don't have to. It's okay. It's just for those that are really passionate about sports.
I know.
We like to share it with, the other people who are. And so, like, we have a thing with Markham right before the fourth quarter. We try to see who can send a 4 first because you got to bring your A game in the fourth quarter. It's a thing.
But you're saying if you text people, don't tell me about the game, then they won't? Because
No.
Bert 100% would. Like, if someone said, do not spoil the game for me, he would be like, I can't wait. I have an alarm on my phone.
I would send text, but I would text the wrong score.
Okay.
He would jack with you.
Hey, Josh, good morning. You're part of the Bert Show. Hi.
Morning.
Morning.
Okay, so I just have to say that you guys have got to get rid of Amelia before you're ready.
I agree. You'll never hear her on the radio ever again. Ever again.
The Bert Show.